How's it going? My name is Nate Huss, and this is my wife, Emily Huss. And we are getting ready to enter into a journey as full-time worship pastor at a church in Prescott, Arizona. I'd grown up in a Christian home, but hadn't really dealt with a lot of hurt and wounds from my past. And at the time, was functioning as a full-time youth pastor, and then was asked to take on the worship pastor role as well, and then bled into being the young adults, and kind of not understanding my capacity and my abilities and talents and where to say no. Would go to church, really invest and really pour into the youth and the community, but then would have zero for my family. Would come home just toasted. Some things kind of emerged, and I realized I don't have the capacity to carry this anymore. And finally just kind of had this conversation with God where I just basically said, it'd be really great if you could just leave me alone. Like, I think I'm done.
We got rocked a little bit and really questioned our faith and what we believed. There weren't a lot of people to go to for support. We were just kind of in survival mode, I think.
Yeah.
And that was tough.
You know, if you're not in community, like, you feel like you're the only one. You don't know that there are hundreds, thousands of other people who have gone through the same thing.
It sounds so cliche, but I just feel like God really protected us and had us in his hand like the whole way, even when we felt like we didn't even know if God existed.
If you're listening to this and maybe you have a similar journey of burnout, sort of fear, but you feel like, and you've stepped out of the church or stepped out of vocational ministry, but you feel this calling back in, I would just encourage you, like, plug in with some really godly men or women who you can start to have those conversations with, who can start to sow words of encouragement. You know, if you've got Likewise in your city, get plugged in. But I think it's really important to give God room and space to draw out what he's created and called us into. Miracles happen, man. He's a really good God. He's really kind. And if you give him permission and you give him the space, he will transform your life, and he will change the lens in which you see the church.